What up, people? I think I got everything I need. What up? I see everybody kind of clocking in, that's what it is. Welcome. As me here bullshitting, Doug. But I appreciate y'all for tuning into my bullshit. I feel like everybody's got a little bit of bullshit. Like you meet up with people or you get to know somebody and they always got a little bit of bullshit. They may not like their items on their plate to touch. You know what I mean? Like they may not fuck with the way you throw your socks in the corner, you know, who knows what the fuck it is. But everybody's got a little twitch about them, so I feel like being mindful of the way people operate their individual selves is you being mindful of the people that you put yourself around. So make sure that you be mindful of the people that you surround yourself with. Everybody's trying to work to make you comfortable. You should work to make them comfortable too, you feel me? It's a thing. Welcome to DTJ Rap Studios. This is IDyourself. I am your host, ID. This is the first improv freestyle Facebook-based podcast where we just kind of wing it. You dig? We just kind of sit here and chop it up. There's so much going on in the music industry right now. At this point, personally, I'm kind of like tapped out. I'm kind of clocked out for the music industry right now, personally. It's just too much going on. I feel like we came so far at a certain point. We came so far with the way we handle change, you know, within the world. You feel me? Like with the music industry, for example, back in the day, girls used to sing in groups of 5 about the men they were in love with. You feel me? Songs that came from men like Tenderoni, you feel me? Like these kind of records were huge in the music industry. And I feel like that vibe has kind of like failed and faded away, which is pretty shitty, but I don't think it's any one person's fault. You know, it's our fault as a collective of a community of musicians. And I mean musicians, like people that just love music like the person that made it. You know what I mean? Certain people, they love music, I feel, as if they were the ones who wrote it. You feel me? And we as musicians and as artists and recording artists in general, we respect those people like way higher than most. Just simply because like y'all have a real soulful approach to the love of music that we kind of resonate with as the artists. So I really appreciate all the people that have shown all the love to the music they appreciate and let that move them, because, you know, we write the music to move y'all in a position, in a direction that, you know, is positive and fruitful, healthy for your upbringing and whatnot. Kind of just where I wanted to start with things. I feel like people just don't give a fuck no more, yo. It's just not a thing for people to give a fuck. And that's cool and shit, you feel me? But you know, we're not cavemen no more. You don't gotta live like a caveman. I guess that might as well be the first point I get to. Like, stop living like a caveman. These men walking out the door every day now, and nobody wants to say hello to their neighbor. Nobody wants to, you know, make a connection to their fellow, you know, their fellow man. You know what I mean? It gets broken down to pretty simple terms, like nobody shows mindfulness to their fellow man. And it's shitty, yo. Like, for the people like me, or the people that are like-minded like myself, who walk around the world just trying to sprinkle a little bit of good vibe on everything, it's shitty for me to know that there's a whole demographic of people that don't really cater to that kind of love at all. So here I am, you know, with my boots and my cape on, trying to just spread a little love around this motherfucker, you know what I mean? And that's just how I feel. Like, my friends used to call me all kind of names, you know what I mean? Like, because I come from a lot of, like, gang member activity and people that were from really rough neighborhoods, and I was born and raised all over California, you know what I mean? And I moved down to a little bit of a rough neighborhood in Washington. And generally speaking, it's like, I'm a product of my environment. But if I'm a product of my environment and I was raised around the hood, then why did I turn out so positive? Why is it that I'm able to produce these vibes that we all wish that we would run into all over the world? You know what I mean? Which just means that it's not impossible. Like, I'm not the only dude walking around here thinking like, yo, man, it'd be dope if I could just go say something nice to a woman and she didn't take it like I was a predator, you know? So we have to change that narrative. We have to change that narrative in order for our women and our men to trust us in ways that they should be able to, like blindly, you know, blind love. Nobody talks about blind love no more. When's the last time you were in love and didn't need to know why? You feel me? Now it's to the point where anybody that has a feeling for another person has to, like, initially automatically run through a system of, like, checkpoints. I mean, I'm talking like, do you represent this? Do you support that? So on and so forth, just to be able to feel like you can fall in love. And that's heavy, yo. To me, like, that's mad heavy, yo. Like, you shouldn't be that apprehensive on love. It should never be that tough. Just my opinion, you know. I'm just your humble local. I'm just the local homie. I hope you might know me. But you know, I think that's a huge thing. Like, I see people all the time and they're in my inbox, right? Or maybe they're in your inbox. You know, you get somebody on Facebook and they'll add you, right? And as soon as you become friends, not only do they not create a connection with you, but they want to connect with you as if they've already been connected to you. So let this message be to every motherfucker on the internet for this one little segment and portion of what I gotta say for tonight. But if you have a talent or some kind of motive that you're on social media for in the first place, like myself, much praise to you, brothers, sisters, all y'all. I have much praise and exalt all of that talent. But the moment you jump in my inbox, right, you're in my DMs, or like, let's just say, for better example, I'm in your DMs, right? So say I message you letting you know that I'm a wonderfully talented, tattoo artist, which I'm not, right? But let's just say that's what I'm telling you, right? And all I have to say in this conversation in your DMs is how cool of a tattoo artist I am. Well, that has nothing to do with how the fuck my day's going. Or how the fuck your day's going. That has nothing to do with how your children are doing. If your family has been tested and cleared and they're safe and healthy. People need to give more of a fuck about a general sense of life and well-being, I feel, than to worry about what nut you can get off out of my paycheck, or out of my billfold, or what, you know, investments I'm willing to make into you. The investment is your time. If you really want somebody to be a part of whatever it is that you're supporting or representing, you need to invest time in these people. A lot of the people that are representing and supporting me, I invested time into these people to convince them that I was never going to stop, this was never going to quit, and I'm just looking for a team. And then, I spoke that into fruition, and it worked out for me. And so now I'm building my team. But it's like, in general, you have to come with a real sense of, like, a vibe. Your vibe can't be fraudulent. You can't be walking around trying to connect with people in a 5-minute conversation just so you can send me your links to some shit, my nigga. Everybody got links, bruh. We all got links, bruh. It's the way of the world now. I get it. You feel me? I'm from the 80s. So trust and believe I get where this informational digital world came from. You know what I mean? I came from the era when you had to go to the mall. You feel me? When you dropped a CD, when you had a new album, you had to go to the mall and make somebody listen to it or convince somebody to listen to it to get a record sale. You was popping the trunk for record sales. It's different now. That being said, then why would I not expect you to create a connection for me to be a consumer of your talent? So that's why I'm out here talking so much. That's why I'm out here connecting with people so much, because I really want my message to work. And the only way it's going to work is if I connect with people that really have heartbeats and emotions and feelings in this motherfucker. A lot of times people just want to connect with all the robots and just pay for all their streams and just, or their followers, you know what I mean? Like, I've never been into that. I'm not a OnlyFans dude. I'm not a dick pic dude. I'm none of that, yo. I'm just a regular cat. And I feel like that's all it should have to take is for you just to be a regular of sound mind and body motherfucker for you to be able to get some recognition. And I mean recognition like a conversation, just a connection with somebody. It's not hard to do. So don't make it so difficult for me to be your friend by you not having any kind of tangible conversation or any subject matter to connecting with me in the first place when you message me. I'd appreciate that. And I'm sure others would too. Did you know though, let's get off topic for a second on purpose. Did you know Burger King is charging 80 cents for cheese? 80 cents? 80 cents for cheese, bro. Like, listen, I worked Burger King for 10 years, right? Since like, it was like 2004 or some dumb shit when I first had started, right? But from like 2004 to I want to say around 2014, give or take, right? We was selling cheese for like 50 cents a Whop. Yeah, I mean, like, you need cheese on this joint, it's 50 cents for the Whoppers. It's 25 cents for the Whopper Jr. because it only takes one slice. We got you, right? I went to the Burger King today to kind of hold my homie down because my family had to hook up my car. My car's been going through a few issues and whatnot. And, you know, I went and picked them up some Whoppers. And I was like, yo, just out of curiosity, my man was interested in some cheese. How much would that be? And the chick was like 80 cents a sandwich. I was like, no, thank you. And I was paying with a 20, but it's the principle. Like, Joe, economically speaking, let's be real here for a moment. How much gas would it cost you to go down the street to a store to get a package of cheese, right? Not telling you that you should keep cheese in your car. That's gross, you know what I mean? But like, if you knew you was about to go to the store and pick up a burger and you was gonna want cheese on it, how much effort are you not putting into your day to pay 80 cents per sandwich? Blows my fucking mind. There's just so much lack of effort into the everyday living of life, down to a slice of cheese, dog. Some sad shit. Let's get it right, get it tight. I seen a comedian, he was talking about he said something along the lines of, he was like, yo, if you were not able to get, say you were a virgin, okay? And as a virgin, you were not able to get pussy, right, offered to you and enjoy the luxury of intercourse and whatnot until you cured a life-threatening disease in the world. And there was a joke when the comedian said it. He was just like, man, I bet you if a nigga had to find the cure to cancer, you feel me, so he can get some pussy, that shit would be figured out in 24 hours or some shit like that, you feel me? But it's like, yo, like, realistically speaking, I mean, on some real hypothetical shit, like, what is it gonna take for motherfuckers to just, like, find the cure to all this shit? Like, I personally, I wish that I was a human being that could just, like, digest food that causes cancer, right? So I can take out the like the vitamins and the properties that I need from it to enhance my body, and the nutrients and things of this nature, and then like just shit out the rest of the cancer. I just wish that it was that easy. But that being the case, you know, I think that we need to start really training our brains to watch the signs of our health and make sure that, you know, we're paying attention to every signal that our bodies are giving us, because you know, you may feel like a sharp pain somewhere, and you might just think that you stretched the wrong way, but you also might have a disease, and you just don't, you wouldn't know the difference between the feeling of one or the other. So let's just be real with one another and ourselves, and just go get checked out. Make sure you talk to your doctors and listen to your physicians, and take all your antibiotics until they're all the way gone, and just do, you know what I'm saying, do right by yourself. It's too sad to see how many people are either scared of doctors, scared of the bills that come from doctors, or just simply don't think they can get help from the world at all, and they just deal with their issues, their bodily problems, and they die unhappy. And it's terrible to say it that way, but it's like, it could be easily avoided with a little bit of information, which only takes a little bit of effort. So make sure you're staying safe out there, for real. I need a dog. That's a thing. I want to talk about that. So I recently put a TV in there, over there. I recently put a TV in the studio, right? I'm about to start kind of broadcasting local people's music videos, people's brands. If you have a brand or something that you need to have promoted, I'm doing the best to pull over 2 to 3, but for right now, I'm averaging around 6 to 7, somewhat 1,000 views when I go live, and I'm very blessed to even be able to say that, which I'm very grateful for. And shout out to all of you, first of all, the viewers. I really do appreciate y'all. But that being said, you know, I simply want to offer that platform back to y'all. So if there's something that you do, or a brand, or something that, like, it's a platform that you're trying to get on the uprise and get some recognition towards, I'd love to support that. You know what I mean? DTJ Rap Studios here is you know what I'm saying, we have the doors wide open for everybody, especially for the locals, you feel me? So if you know that you're in my area, and I do stay in Tacoma, Washington, over by the airport somewhat, but in general, it's like, if you're in my area, man, I definitely would love to help you with, you know, repping any kind of branding that you have going on and beyond. So I just want to make sure that I keep some cool entertainment behind in the background for y'all, you feel me? Because I get it, I can get a little boring. I don't really have much, man. I've just been kind of like stirring about the world lately. Like I don't like watching the news. I feel like the news should be called like What's Next or What Now. But I don't know, man. The world is nuts, bro. And we're like, and we're supposed to be like the evolution. Like this is the world now. So I kind of get a little worried, not because I'm gonna go crazy or nothing, but I get a little worried just simply because if this is the new future, right? If this is the new millennials, if this is the new wave, like, are we just gonna walk around with our heads down? Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like everybody's walking around with blinders on. Like, nobody's trying to pay attention to what's really going on around them. We're stumbling over our shoestrings. You know what I mean? There's just a lot more I feel we could be doing about that repetitious, consistent, inadequate feeling that we produce within one another and spit out towards one another. We need to be producing more love, more equality, you feel me? And then giving that to one another. It's just as simple as that. I hate when people end their sentence with "so." It's another thing I wanted to talk about. If you have something to say, right? One moment. If you have something to say, all right, and you're in the middle of saying it, and at a certain point, you reach the end of your sentence, you have nothing further to say. I find it completely futile and somewhat ignorant for you to be like, I mean, I'm going to the store anyway, so... Or... I was about to open the refrigerator anyway, so... So finish your fucking sentence, yo. Like, that shit drives me up the wall. I just needed like a pet peeve moment. What else? Oh, that's right, I was talking about the dog. Yeah, I really need a dog. I feel like companionship is huge for me in this time of like quarantine, and I don't really have a dog or nobody to really be kicking it with. Like a dog, like you know what I'm saying? Like, you can kick it with a chick all year long, that's what's up, but it's not the same as kicking it with your dog. So like, I'm hopefully trying to run into like one of those people that has like an old lady neighbor that has a dog that she hasn't let out, or somebody that has a litter of puppies or something like that. But I definitely made space. I'm gonna be putting a kennel under the TV back there. You can't see, but I'm gonna be putting a kennel back there and buying all the accessories I will need for the dog. But I need a dog, something to kind of go through life with me. It's crazy. My life is crazy. But generally speaking, you know, if you know somebody that has a dog, if you know somebody that maybe wants to get rid of their dog, as long as their dog is healthy and no fleas and stuff like that, I would be highly interested in taking over the ownership of somebody's dog. I prefer like a smaller dog. If it's a big dog, it's not a big deal. Get it? Not a big deal. All right. Anyway, generally speaking though, like, I definitely want a dog. So if you know somebody, that would be dope. Or if you know somebody that needs to get rid of a dog, that would be dope. Yeah, no, I don't really like just buying dogs. I feel like if it was illegal to neuter dogs, like, niggas wouldn't be so disrespectful about like the way they treat their dogs or get rid of them. You know what I mean? Cause like, it's just not okay. Everybody has their own opinion. I just don't feel like neutering dogs is the cool thing to do. But yeah, if you know somebody with a dog, that'd be dope. I've also been running into some this is gonna get a little personal, sorry. Running into some automobile problems. So my headlight on my car went out, and I changed the bulb, which seemingly fixed the problem. Then my headlight went out again, so now I'm thinking it's like a wiring issue. If you potentially have any suggestions of who could look into the wiring of my headlight, that would be a blessing also. Beyond that, please just show some love to somebody. This podcast is not about me. I just decided to drop a few tidbits about myself because I do need a few things in life and some assistance with those things. But, you know, this is for y'all, man. This podcast is just for y'all. You know, if you were thinking about marrying her, marry her, bro. Marry her. Like, why are you waiting, man? And same thing for the ladies. You know, ladies, if you really think that that's that nigga, if you were questioning, right? I tell girls this all the time. Like, if a man calls you like 3 days a week, he might have a side bitch. Like, he might just be like, you know, trying to figure it out with you. He's not sure yet. But if that man calls you every single day, all month long, like, he might be really, you know what I'm saying, with the shits. So, you know, take men seriously so that they can take you seriously. I think that everybody out here is just trying to find some realism. You know, a lot of people can't find anything real anymore in this world. And a lot of times I find myself befriending people that I probably shouldn't, you know, just to feel something. Sometimes you know this person is gonna like put you in a bunch of bullshit, but you know, you deal with them anyway because you can feel something. You feel alive. You know, even dealing with drama sometimes is better than feeling invisible. In order for us to fix that, people that do see you need to say that they see you. So if there's somebody in your life that maybe gets only a little bit of your attention, give them a little more. Give them a reason that they should have to feel like they have a reason to be in your life. Because they know what their reason to be in your life is. But if you don't confirm that, then it's like they're kind of going on their own motivation. You know what I mean? Which is awesome at all times, don't get me wrong. But it's always good to have a good little, a good emotional, boost. A little nos for the tank, you feel me? But, yeah, I think that's about all I had for y'all tonight, man. Today wasn't really a big podcast for topics. I just wanted to kind of spread some of that cheer, man. You gotta love each other. It's a thing. Well, for me it is. I don't know. Some people, they just like, they're not capable of conjuring love. I be talking to some of my friends, they be like, no, man, fuck that shit. Fuck everybody. Fuck the world. Let it burn. I'm like, dog. Son, like, why'd you even make it to the eggs? You should have been in the back of somebody's throat or on a pillowcase, bro, talking like that. Why were you born? Stop it. Stop it. Stop being so negative. All y'all. It's gonna be alright, man. For real. It's gonna be just fine. I just don't know when. Anyway. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go write some lyrics, do some music. I didn't want to get too deep or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of talk to everybody. I love y'all so much, for real. I wish for everybody to love each other as individuals and as a community. It's not far-fetched. People make it seem so impossible for the things that we're begging for. As a people, as a people, we beg for love. We beg for righteousness. We beg for truth. We beg for justice. And within all that, we have to be able to provide what we're asking for so that it can circulate. You feel me? You can't just have green grass on one side of the yard. The grass ain't greener on the other side of the fence. The grass is greener where you water it. You dig? So let's water the grass. You feel me? This is ID. That's me. We are in DTJ Rap Studios, and this is ID Yourself. I hope everybody is blessed enough to have positive thoughts. That's all I wish for. The positive thoughts should do all the work for you. That seed being planted alone will do its own work. But you have to allow it to have good soil which is your brain, for it to grow. So, love somebody so they can love you back. This is ID. I'm out of here. Peace.